So yesterday I got to see the movie The Invite, which was Olivia Wilde's next directorial film, and she, for the most part, has been one of the best modern directors for these comedy films that also have a lot of interesting commentary to them about certain subjects. Now, Booksmart was her directorial debut that she always stars in her films as well as one of the main characters. And Booksmart was a great directorial debut from her. And then Don't Worry Darling came out a few years ago, which wasn't all that good. I thought it had a lot more messaging issues within it. But this new film, The Invite, was truly a great return for her, with both really funny comedy all throughout the film, which provided from the entire cast, whether it was her, Seth Rogen, um, Edward Norton, or Penelope Cruz, and then also really insightful commentary on polyamorous relationships, and then as well as just like group sex and just that what that entails, and then what that entails for relationships. And then on top of that, it also has a little bit of really good drama to it because Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde's characters, who are a couple, and then Edward Norton and Penelope Cruz's characters, they're the other couple. They're the Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde's characters' neighbors upstairs that they invite down for dinner. And Seth Rogen and Penelope Cruz as a couple, they're kind of this failing marriage that really should have ended a good while ago, but they're still together, but they're constantly fighting, always blaming each other for stuff that they just don't want to own up to. And then with them officially meeting, Penelope Cruz and Edward Norton's characters, they start to realize throughout the course of the film that they just really can't continue living together like this. They also have a daughter, and Penelope Cruz does a lot of really good acting as the film goes on, especially as you get towards the end of questioning them whether or not it's better for them to stay together for their daughter, or if it's better to just divorce each other for the sake of their daughter and for the sake of their daughter growing up and both of their just mental health and all of that. Um, Generally, I had a blast with the film. Going into it, I was just always hearing that it was a really funny film and definitely one of the best comedy films of the year so far. And for me, it is definitely the best comedy film that I have seen this year, as well as the most interesting film that I've seen covering such potentially controversial topics for a lot of people. So, going in, I will say that if you aren't as open to exploring those types of um, just topics, then I don't know if you'll really enjoy this film because they really do go like dive deep into what goes into polyamorous relationships and having group sex and all of that, which I found really interesting, but a lot of people may not. Now, as the film goes on, and especially as you get towards the end and the film's ending, it is kind of an ambiguous ending. However, I didn't see it that way. I kind of was able to piece together from especially just like the whole sequence beforehand what likely was going to happen with Seth Rogen's and Olivia Wilde's characters. That was like very obvious, but to some people that may just be annoying to them that the film ends that way, and you're like, we don't have feel like you have a definitive ending to close out the film. But overall, The Invite is an absolute hilarious comedy with really great, insightful messaging. Like, definitely go see it if you get the chance to. It's a really fun time. So yeah, overall, the best comedy film that I've seen this year, and one of the most insightful films that I've seen this year.